Are you ready to start prioritizing yourself and feeling like your best self every single day? That's why I'm sharing 7 daily self-care habits you can implement right away today so that you can start feeling like your best self and also start practicing prioritizing yourself. If you like videos about self-care and productivity, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when new videos go live every single week. If we haven't met before, I'm Megan Minns. I am a leader at a multi-million-dollar digital marketing company. I've been a content creator since 2014. I'm the mom of one, and I have habits and routines in place that truly help me show up in all these different areas of life as best as possible and really help me prioritize myself. And since I know you're busy, let's go ahead and jump in right away to those 7 self-care habits you too can implement on a daily basis, just like I have, that will help you prioritize yourself and take care of yourself. First, journaling. Journaling is the Windex of solutions. You have probably heard me mention it a lot of different times if you've been a longtime subscriber here on YouTube or been following me on Instagram. I really think journaling is the best self-care habit you can implement if you only implement one, because it's something you can do in just a couple of minutes. So if you only have a minute to spare, you will still get a ton out of it. Or if you have more time, like 15 or 30 minutes, you can have insane breakthroughs and really understand what's going on beneath the surface. So my favorite kind of journaling is actually stream of consciousness journaling, which I have another video about that I'll link in the corner that you can watch to know more about stream of consciousness journaling. But the reason that this is the journaling method I recommend and do so much is that it's versatile. So on days where you're feeling good or days where you're feeling bad or things are feeling heavy, this tool works regardless and helps you not only process any of those thoughts and emotions, but feel better, work through them. And even if I only have 2 minutes, I find that after those 2 minutes, I still feel so much better and ready to tackle the day. And I feel more in control and less overwhelmed by life. The second thing is very simple. Get some fresh air every single day if you can, whether that's stepping outside for 30 seconds, taking a deep breath, and that's it. Or if you're able to go on a longer walk for 20 or 30 minutes, either way, it's better than nothing. I work from home, as many of us do now, and I've been working from home since 2015. And there are days where I don't get fresh air, and I notice a huge difference on my mental well-being between the days where I make an intentional effort to go get some fresh air and the days I don't. So whether you're doing it as a part of a routine every single day or you use it as a reactive stress management tool, I highly recommend it. On days where work is feeling just too much and it's triggering me and I'm getting very emotional and like frustrated or worked up, I will find that if I go either take my next meeting as a walking meeting or I just take a break and sit outside, it makes a huge difference and really, really helps my mental health. And I am actually doing it proactively now every single day instead of only reactive. The third thing is to move your body. I find that by moving my body every single day, I'm able to get out of my head and just focus on my physical body, which really helps me disconnect from some anxious thoughts or feelings or worries I have. And by focusing just on my physical movements, it allows me to get present and engaged in what I'm doing instead of just thinking about the future or the past. I'm able to get present. So whether you have 5 minutes or 50 minutes, I really recommend finding a way to move your body and get present with like your physical body every single day. So that can be stretching, that can be a full-blown workout, that can be going on a walk. Either way, it's going to help you kind of get present and check in with yourself. And I'd actually love to hear from you right now. So if you are watching, go down to the comments and leave a comment saying what you are going to do today to move your body, whether it's a 2-minute stretch or a 30-minute walk or anything else. Go ahead and like declare that commitment below while you're watching this video so that you can have that sense of accountability. You have declared it, you've decided already, you've committed to it, and then you can always check back in later and let us know how you felt after you did it. The next daily self-care habit you should be implementing is starting and stopping work on time. Now, as someone who really enjoys work, who often struggles with this is the biggest game changer. And I notice a huge shift in how I feel day to day if I do or don't do this. So before your day starts, make sure you've already decided what time you're going to start work, what breaks you're gonna have, and when you're gonna stop work and hold those boundaries. It can be really hard to hold these boundaries. It takes a lot of practice to not feel guilt or, some of those weird mindset things that pop up when you're trying to hold a boundary. But I really encourage you to share it with someone. So tell someone what this boundary is, build your whole day around it, and follow through. And tell people, hey, I've got a hard stop at 5 or 4 or whatever your day looks like. And just practice and start making it more natural to start and stop work on time. Work is work. I think I'm going to do a different video on emotional mental boundaries with work. Work is not your life, even if you are an entrepreneur. And this skill of holding this boundary with yourself will be invaluable to taking care of yourself and prioritizing yourself and having a integrated life outside of just what your job is. The next daily self-care habit is to have a hobby or do something just for fun every single day. So you've probably noticed a pattern by now. These don't all have to be full blown. So you don't have to have 30 minutes every day towards your hobby. Even 3 minutes is better than nothing. But what are a couple of hobbies or activities you like to do that are just for fun? So they're not personal development or professional development. They are fun. So for me, that's reading fantasy fiction, romance novels, or playing video games or computer games or sketching. Those are things that have no outcome other than fun. And so I try to make time for those every single day. I even have it on my habit tracker for this month to make sure that I really am prioritizing doing a hobby or something for fun every single day. Next, you want to make sure you are only checking your work notifications at set times during the day. I don't know if this is just me or not, but I often would have Slack open all day, which is what our team uses to communicate. And it would be so disruptive. I might be focusing on a project or an important issue, and I would get a request or a question, and it would totally throw me off. And even when I was trying to be focused, I would pop over there. Even when I tried to work through this and maybe close Slack, I would still open it every 5 minutes. It was almost like a social media checking Instagram for no reason. I would do that with Slack too, even in my off hours. So what I have been doing this month that has been a game changer is pre-deciding the moments I'm going to check Slack and how long I'm going to be on there, and then close the app for real and don't check it. Again, it's definitely a habit that can be hard to break if you're just habitually checking it. Absolutely recommend when you're planning out your day to decide those times you're going to check however your team communicates, whether that's email or Slack or Teams, and stick to that boundary. Let it be open for 10, 15, 30 minutes, however long you need to process all of your messages, and then close it and wait to check it again until your next interval. And the seventh and last daily self-care habit that I'll be mentioning today is to plan your day in advance. I actually have an older video about this that I'll link here, so you can go check that out for a full walkthrough of how I recommend doing this. I'll probably do an updated one soon because it's been a couple of years. But this is something that sounds like a productivity tip, but is truly a game changer for taking care of yourself and making everything we just talked about actually possible. Because you can say that you're not going to check Slack or that you're going to work out, but if it's not on your schedule or your calendar, it's so much harder to follow through on that. And it's easier to prioritize everyone else and the reactive stuff coming at you instead of what you have decided is best for yourself. So I really recommend that the night before, ideally, you plan the next day and you plan all of your self-care stuff first. So, maybe you have your work stuff on there, but okay, when you're going to move your body, when are you going to get some fresh air, when are you going to check Slack, when are you going to do these things, when are you going to journal? And then plan everything else around that. And that way you come up, you wake up, and you know exactly what to do. You're able to follow through on your commitments to yourself and then handle work on the blocks you've agreed you're going to work. And then you have your life. So having this plan is essential to making these new habits easier. Doesn't mean it's impossible. You could not plan your day and still be able to do these, but I find it's easier to be consistent when you have that plan for your day, and it makes it less of an in the moment decision and something that you just already decided and you just have to follow through on it. Okay, so now you know the 7 daily self-care habits that you should start implementing right away in order to feel like your best self and prioritize yourself. But like I just mentioned, sometimes there are tools we can use to help implement these type of habits easier and make it more of a done deal than like a day-to-day discipline thing you have to uphold. And so what I recommend is having a monthly habit tracker where you write out the habits you're tracking for that month that you really want to instill into your day-to-day life and track them. And it's best if this can be like a satisfying experience, if you can like fill in the box or do something tactical like that. I find that it has like a bigger dopamine hit, for lack of a better word. So if you don't already have a habit tracker, I actually already have a monthly habit tracker set for the entire year, where every month has its own page. It's a PDF you can just download and print and hang up and start using right away. You can go to meganminz.com/habit tracker or click the link beneath this video to go purchase those right now. I hope you enjoy them. They're exactly what I use every single day, and they're hung up on the wall in my bathroom. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I know to make more videos like this. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified when I have new videos coming out every single week. And if you know someone in your life who you think would benefit from this video, go ahead and share the link with them right now so that they can watch it when they get the chance. I really appreciate you. I'm excited to hear how implementing these daily habits goes for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.